Long time no see, everyone. It's your old Major Cargon back at it again. This time with a closer look at this, the Autumn Winter 21 Yohji Yamamoto hood-on combat boot. Now, as always, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comments are very, very much appreciated too. They really help out with the algorithm. We are beholden to the algorithm. So I came across this pair of shoes rather recently, maybe a month or two ago, just on my travels in the online marketplaces. And they kind of stood out to me because I'd seen a few pairs come up for sale before, always at a very high price. And I found this pair at a more reasonable price, but what really got me was, look at them. They're in basically brand new condition. The sole has so little wear on it, I can't even tell if they've been worn at all. Perhaps it was just put on around the house, but it looks fine. It is an interesting boot. Like, it looks pretty cool. The standout, it looks pretty cool. The standout features by just looking at the boot are the 3 zips that it has on it. They're not in the same places, so it's not quite symmetrical. This one comes down to about midway, the inner zip comes down a lot lower, and then there is a center zip all the way to below where the laces begin. They're called the 3-zip fastener boots. I'm not sure if that is, like a proper name. I don't think it's a very good name, but they are made from a cow leather, which is quite soft. The boot itself, though, is so light. I feel like it was definitely unexpected when I received them and picked them up and held them in hand, because they just don't feel like that heavy of a combat boot. I'm not sure whether I like that or not. Perhaps also it's like the sole is very, I guess, light looking, light seeming. But it doesn't feel as heavy as you'd think. And I wonder as well, does that equal your perception of how much something should be worth, the actual weight of it all? Because sometimes you pick up something and you think like, wow, could this be fake? It's so light, but maybe it's just supposed to be lightweight. And ultimately, does it really matter if it's comfortable? If it does the job, then why not? Another thing to note is that the laces are super stretchy. Trying to get these on and put them on, the laces, I was like, oh, am I gonna break them? But then, whew, there's so much stretch, so they actually end up wrapping around quite a few ways around the shaft of the boot too, but it's cool. I guess the standout feature that they like to show is that you can adjust the zips. I've still got like the paper in there holding the shape of them. But you can adjust the zips to adjust silhouette. These are YKK zips. Sorry, the nails need to get redone. And you can effectively just have the entire boot itself sort of just spilling out like this, which I really like. It's kind of just up to you how you wish to wear them. You can spill them out, maybe just have one side up, have everything spill up to the middle, or maybe you just want the center. It's really up to you, and I love that whole vibe and feeling of a lot of Yohji clothes, specifically because you can wear them in many different ways. You're not beholden to a pair of pants only just being pants the way they are. And I really like that because it gives you a lot of versatility and options when it comes to an item of clothing. Jingle, jingle, jingle. So these came in a size 28, a US 10, and they are unfortunately slightly too big for me. Of course, they fit, and you can really just, wrap around the shaft a bunch to make it fit to your leg a lot better. But I feel it's just wasted potential because the boot itself should fit me properly. I'm not just gonna keep it just because. So I have put it up for sale and we'll be sending it out. But looking at the design, got this interesting paneling here on both sides actually. Like one sort of spike arrow here, and on the outer it seems to have 2. Actually, it's got 2 on both. It is the same. It's just that the zip threw me off. The zip that doesn't come through here is there as well. So it's got the repeating design on both sides too. I just can't believe that they are basically new. A closer look at the sole, I couldn't tell whether this was welted or not because it doesn't have any stitching on the outside. My friend Anthony suggested that it could have the stitching on the inside, but I just do not know, and there's no information actually clearing that up. But we can see that here is this part of the sole, and you could potentially get this fixed up until this more woodeny bit up the top here, compared to like, I don't even know what I'd call this. It's not quite foam. It's not squishy. It's actually quite solid, but it does look a little bit different too. I've decided to lace them crisscross here, and then once they get to the next panel up here for lacing, for ease of use of the zip, I've just laced them through each side separately. And talking about the zips, it leads me to another thing. Usually with a combat boot, the side zip goes almost all the way, if not all the way to the bottom, so you can get in and out of the shoe quite easily. This zip here, because it's about halfway, doesn't quite get you there. This one doesn't really do anything. So the one that really gets you in and out of the shoe is the front zip. However, and you're gonna see where I'm going with this, if there's lacing crisscrossed here and then all the way up, you then need to unlace your shoes completely each time you want to get into them, therefore defeating the purpose of having so many zips. I don't know. I feel like if you have a zip, it should be your main way to get in and out of the shoe, not like a side option. So that is why I lace them like this. So you could bring the zip down to about here, maybe lift these laces because of the stretch a couple, zip it out, put your foot in, and then zip it back up. But if you had these crisscross every single time, you would need to have to do that, which just sounds like a project. And I'm not looking for a project every time I put on a pair of shoes. I would like it to be nice and simple, please, but that's just me. I am lazy. So yeah, as a pair of boots though, I think they are pretty cool. Unfortunately, they do not fit me properly, so I will be selling them on and sending them off to a new home. But if you are looking for them, these do currently fetch a pretty penny. Even brand new, they're still quite a lot. There was a shop in the city here selling them, and this was at final sale for about $1,500 Australian, which is quite a lot of money. That was down from almost 3,000 new. You can find these potentially for about 800 to 900 on Grailed. Over time, I assume they will come down, but like with a lot of Yohji shoes, they are only for that season. So this is very much the AW22 combat boot. So if this is the specific one you're looking for, that's what you're gonna have to be looking for. I'll put the item code in the description as well below, should you want to find more information on them. There's a few pieces on Farfetch, but they are quite, in my opinion, highly priced for what they are. But overall, very, very light boot. It's not gonna give you a lot of trouble. I'd love to see a pair of these broken in. Maybe I'll ask whoever buys them to send me some photos when they do, but just can't believe I found them in this condition. They look like they've just been put on. There's like no creasing, nothing, no wear, just... Fortunately, they just didn't fit. Unfortunately, they didn't fit. So that's how it goes. We go again, and wish me luck. But yeah, the Autumn Winter 22 3-zip Fastener combat boots. Hope you enjoyed the video and a close look at the shoes as well. If you want to see me do more videos on other pieces that, you know, do come through, let me know. I think it's nice just, yeah, building a little like database of short videos on the pieces that come in, come out, that other people might be searching for. Like, I like to look up pieces and I don't see much about them online. So being able to find them through means like this, even if it just helps one person, I think it's a job well done. So you'll take care. I'll see you next time. Be safe, have fun. And as always, don't do anything I do except consider trying boots with multiple zips. Or if you're going to make a boot, make sure the inside zip goes all the way to the bottom. Makes it easy to get in and out of them. Trust me. All right. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.